Have you ever like pushed yourself way too hard at the gym?
Oh, yeah.
And then, that feeling the next day?
Oh, that soreness. Yeah.
Yeah, that muscle soreness sets in and you're like, ugh, why did I do that?
Right.
Or have you ever seen, pro athletes, they're sidelined by injuries.
Yeah.
And their careers are just like hanging in the balance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough thing to see. Well, today, we're diving into something that could be a total game changer for athletic performance and recovery. We're talking photobiomodulation.
Yeah, photobiomodulation. So we're talking about using very specific wavelengths of light to help the body heal and recover faster.
Okay, so light therapy. Got it.
Pretty much.
I got to say, it sounds a little like too good to be true, right?
It does sound futuristic, yeah.
It does sound futuristic. So how does shining a light on your body actually like help with muscle soreness or injury?
Well, so photobiomodulation really works at the cellular level.
Okay.
When cells absorb certain wavelengths of light, it triggers like a whole cascade of beneficial effects. So one of the key wavelengths that's used is 810 nanometers, which falls within the near-infrared spectrum.
Okay.
And this wavelength has been shown to be particularly effective in reducing inflammation and promoting healing.
So wait, are you saying that this light can actually penetrate through the skin?
Exactly.
And impact what's happening deep within our muscles?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And there's really compelling research to back this up.
Like what?
So there was a study on soccer players using 810 nanometer light, and they demonstrated some pretty remarkable results.
What happened?
So these athletes, they received photobiomodulation therapy before intense exercise.
Okay.
And what they found was that the treated athletes actually experienced increased muscle strength for
Wow.
days afterwards.
Yeah.
Not only that, but markers of muscle damage like creatine kinase were significantly reduced.
Okay, so their muscles weren't as damaged after intense exercise.
Exactly.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, that could be a real game changer, especially for, pro athletes who are always pushing their bodies to the limit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the implications of this extend, beyond just muscle strength.
Okay.
So photobiomodulation has also shown promise in improving endurance.
Okay.
So there was another study, this time on rugby players, and they found that photobiomodulation not only improved their performance during sprint tests,
Wow.
but also led to decreased blood lactate levels and reduced perceived fatigue after the workout.
So they could push harder,
Yeah.
recover faster, and feel less fatigued.
Exactly.
All thanks to light therapy.
All thanks to light therapy.
I'm starting to see why people are so excited about this.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty amazing.
And what's even more exciting is that photobiomodulation isn't limited to just infrared wavelengths.
Oh, okay.
So red light at 635 nanometers has also demonstrated some therapeutic benefits.
So there are different flavors of light that can be used.
Yeah, you could say that.
Interesting. Okay. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, and this is where the concept of the therapeutic window comes into play.
Therapeutic window.
Yeah. So different doses of light can lead to different time windows of benefit.
Okay. Break that down for me. What do you mean by different doses and time windows of benefit?
Okay, so research has shown that a higher dose of 810 nanometer light, like let's say 50 joules, can provide an immediate improvement in muscle strength.
Okay.
Whereas a lower dose, like 10 joules, might not have that immediate impact,
Okay.
but can actually lead to a sustained boost in strength for days after the treatment.
Wow. So you could almost tailor the light therapy
Exactly.
based on what the athlete needs and their training schedule?
Exactly. And that's something that, researchers are continuing to explore, like how to optimize photobiomodulation protocols to maximize the benefits for different individuals and situations.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a personalized light prescription to optimize performance and recovery.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I do have to ask,
Yeah,
are there any downsides to this, like limitations to photobiomodulation?
that's a great question. And, it's something that researchers are actively investigating.
Right.
While photobiomodulation has, a really strong safety profile.
Okay.
And the research is, we've talked about some of it. It's really compelling.
Yeah,
It's still a relatively new therapy.
Right.
There's always
Yeah.
more to learn.
of course.
And, determining the ideal wavelengths and dosages and treatment durations for specific conditions
Yeah.
is definitely an ongoing area of research.
So while the early research is exciting, there's still a lot more to learn and we need more research.
Exactly.
Got it.
And it's also important to note that,
Yeah.
individual responses to photobiomodulation can vary. So factors like skin pigmentation, body composition, the specific condition being treated can all play a role in how effective the therapy is.
So it's kind of like, how some people might respond differently to medication.
Exactly.
Not a one-size-fits-all.
Not one size fits all.
Got it.
And that's why it's important to approach photobiomodulation with, a realistic understanding of both its potential benefits and limitations.
Okay, that makes sense. Speaking of potential benefits,
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about muscle strength and endurance,
Mm-hmm.
but are there other areas where photobiomodulation is showing promise in terms of athletic performance?
Absolutely. So one area that's particularly intriguing
Yeah.
is the potential for photobiomodulation to reduce
What?
delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS.
Oh, DOMS.
Yeah.
I know that all too well.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So some studies have shown promising results using photobiomodulation to reduce DOMS.
Oh, wait.
But, the evidence is still mixed.
Oh, yeah.
It seems that, the specific wavelengths and doses used play a crucial role
Right.
in determining the effectiveness.
So more research is needed
Yeah.
to figure out the optimal way to combat
Yeah.
that post-workout soreness.
Exactly. But even with what we know now, it's clear that photobiomodulation has the potential to be like a powerful tool in, managing muscle soreness and promoting recovery.
Yeah.
And this isn't just like theoretical.
Right.
Remember that study we talked about earlier with the rugby players?
Huh?
They, not only saw improvements in their sprint performance, but also reported reduced perceived fatigue after the workout.
Okay.
So that suggests that photobiomodulation could be helpful in managing both the physical and subjective aspects of recovery.
That's a good point, because it's not just about objective measures like how
Yeah.
fast they're running or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's also about,
How they feel.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
how they feel and how quickly they can bounce back.
Exactly.
That's huge.
Right.
Especially after strenuous activity.
Right. And that's something that's often overlooked in traditional approaches to athletic training and recovery.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So we've covered muscle strength, endurance, reducing muscle soreness.
Yeah.
What about injuries? Could photobiomodulation help athletes recover from injuries faster?
That's another area where photobiomodulation is showing great promise.
Okay.
So remember how we talked about how certain wavelengths of light can promote healing at the cellular level?
Right.
Well, this applies to injuries as well.
Okay.
So studies have shown that photobiomodulation can accelerate wound healing, reduce inflammation,
Wow.
and even stimulate the regeneration of tissues.
Wow.
Yeah,
So this could mean that athletes could return to training and competition sooner
potentially, yeah.
after an injury.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's important to emphasize that, photobiomodulation is not a magic bullet,
Right.
and it should be used as part of a comprehensive rehabilitation plan,
Of course.
but it could be a valuable tool
Right.
in that recovery process.
Especially when combined with other therapies and treatments.
Exactly. And it's not just about getting athletes back in the game faster. It's also about helping them recover more fully
Right.
and reducing the risk of long-term complications from injuries.
Yeah, because you think about the long-term impact those injuries can have
Absolutely.
on their career and overall health.
Exactly.
That's scary.
Yeah. And it's not just elite athletes who could benefit from this.
Oh.
So anyone who experiences muscle soreness or injuries, whether it's from exercise, accidents, or even surgery,
Yeah.
could potentially find relief and faster healing with photobiomodulation.
We've been focusing a lot on athletic performance,
Yeah,
but the applications go so far beyond that.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And that's what makes this field so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible with photobiomodulation.
Yeah. We've talked about all these benefits, but it seems like photobiomodulation is targeting something pretty fundamental in the body.
Yeah,
Would you say that's right?
you're on the right track. So what's really fascinating is that photobiomodulation is influencing the very core of how our cells generate energy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So researchers have found that, different wavelengths and doses of photobiomodulation can impact something called cytochrome C oxidase activity.
Cytochrome C oxidase activity.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty intense.
It is. So to put it simply, cytochrome C-oxidase is like a key enzyme
Okay.
involved in cellular energy production. So it's essentially responsible for helping our cells convert the food we eat into usable energy.
So it's like the engine of our cells.
That's a great analogy.
Oh.
And studies have shown that specific photobiomodulation parameters can actually increase the activity of this enzyme,
Really?
which could potentially lead to improved muscle function and energy metabolism.
Wow. So it's not just about reducing inflammation or promoting healing.
Right.
It's like you're giving the cells more power to produce energy.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
It really is. And it highlights the fact that, photobiomodulation is more than just like a simple treatment.
Right.
It's a complex and multifaceted approach to, influencing these cellular processes and optimizing physiological function.
So clearly this has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Where do you see this technology going in the future?
That's a great question, and one that, researchers are actively exploring.
Yeah.
So one promising avenue is the development of personalized photobiomodulation treatments.
Okay.
So imagine being able to tailor the wavelengths, the dosages, the treatment durations to an individual's unique physiology and needs.
That would be amazing. Like a customized light prescription.
Exactly.
To optimize your body.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And with advancements in, wearable technology and light delivery systems,
Yeah.
I mean, we're moving closer to making that a reality.
So, thinking bigger picture here, what could this mean for, the future of sports, healthcare, even just our daily lives?
I mean, the possibilities are vast, right?
Yeah.
Imagine a world where athletes can recover from injuries faster, train harder, compete at higher levels, for longer.
For longer, yeah. And not just for elite athletes.
Exactly.
We've talked about how this could benefit anyone dealing with muscle soreness or injuries, whether they're a weekend warrior or someone who's just trying to stay active.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty amazing.
Think about, people recovering from surgery or, those who are managing chronic pain or even, individuals with conditions that affect wound healing.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a game changer.
Yeah, it's incredible to think that something as simple as light
I know, right?
could have these profound effects on the body.
Yeah.
How did they even figure this out? Like, how did researchers discover this?
Well, the discovery of photobiomodulation actually dates back several decades.
Oh, wow.
And it kind of started with observations that certain wavelengths of light could stimulate plant growth. Yeah, so from there, scientists began to, explore the effects of light on animal cells and tissues. And that's how the field of photobiomodulation was born.
So we're basically harnessing the power of light, something that's been, fundamental to life on Earth for billions of years.
Right.
And using it in new ways
Yeah.
to improve human health and well-being.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And, as research continues to uncover, the full potential of photobiomodulation,
Yeah.
I think we're going to see this technology become like an integral part of, healthcare and wellness across a wide range of applications.
This deep dive has really been eye-opening.
Yeah, me too.
It's exciting to think about the future of this technology and how it might transform the way we approach, athletic performance, recovery, and even overall health.
Absolutely. As we continue to unlock the secrets of how light interacts with our bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what incredible advancements await us in the future.
That's a good question.
Maybe one day, photobiomodulation will be as commonplace as taking a vitamin or going for a run.
That's a great point. I love that. What a thought-provoking way to end our deep dive on photobiomodulation.
Yeah.
This technology clearly has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about healing, recovery, and human performance.
I agree.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
It is.
And I can't wait to see what the future holds for photobiomodulation.
Me too.